Hello, welcome to the finals of Oath of the Gatewatch Draft, where we're playing as a blue-red Surge deck. Keeping this hand on the play, it doesn't have blue mana forever, but it has blue mana on turn 2 to get out Blinding Drone or Entangler. And I guess it'd be less greedy to play the Blinding Drone. Yeah, it'd be a little more conservative to play the Blinding Drone. But if our opponent doesn't have anything, we put more pressure on if we play the Entangler. So it's a tough call. We have no follow-ups if we don't draw the color. I'm going to be a little bit greedy and play out the Entangler. So yeah, as long as we click on blue here, we should be good. And if we can get blue mana later, we'll be able to keep going. Ooh, blue-white deck. Blue-white colorless. Oh, perfect. So this means we can just play Blinding Drone here. It won't really affect whether our opponent blocks or not. They're just not blocking here, no matter what. Cultivator Drone. Alright, so they are really ramping. Skyline Cascade was a fine draw. We get to keep this tapped, and we can tap the Cultivator Drone on our opponent's upkeep. Yeah, no reason to attack with the Entangler here. It's kind of a cool bluff attack, but yeah. Also missing land drops. Ooh, I missed the upkeep. I should have tapped down the drone. I even set the stop, I just wasn't thinking and clicked through it. Ooh, punished. Yeah, that's rough. Cancel. Cancel, cancel. So, could we kill both of those things? I don't think we can. We can do 3 damage total. So, I'll just make this unblockable. Get in some more damage this turn. See what we draw. Yeah, this time I'm definitely tapping the Cultivator Drone on upkeep. I promise. They might use it to scry. They lose 1 mana that way. I probably don't want to do that if they have a 5-drop. Alright, no punishment, please. How punished are we for that? So we get to do 4 damage with Rolling Thunder, which means no more Cultivator Drone, no more Entangler. That still doesn't do much. I'd almost rather pressure the mana a little bit better. So instead of that, I'll just wait on the Thunder and do nothing. Could regret this later, but I'd rather just kill more things with Rolling Thunder. Oh, yeah. We'd be so far ahead if we just tap down this thing. Yeah. Kozilek's Channeler. What's a good play here? I could attack with the Pathfinder. No, I don't like doing that. I'll just pass again and tap down the Channeler in upkeep. You're doing a lot with 2 lands out there. Which means their hand is full of like amazing cards. Alright, that's fine. Okay, 3rd land comes down on turn 7. And Drawer Isle Avenger is up. So that's not too concerning. We can bring that down with Tightening Coils. And then just set up a huge Rolling Thunder turn. Now, does Kozilek's Pathfinder die if we attack into this? No, but it just gets blocked by the Fortified Rampart. So what I could do is bring down the Dwarl Avenger and make Fortified Rampart unable to block and attack with Kozilek's Pathfinder, and that seems like the strongest play to me. So Rampart can't block, attack with Pathfinder, and then, yeah, chump block, that's fine. So we effectively tapped this creature and spent Tightening Coils to kill a 3/3 flyer. Could be worse. Alright, so I will tap down the Channeler, it just restricts our opponent's mana. They get to scry if they'd like. They might want to do that anyway, but this means a 4/4 isn't coming into attack. So I'm getting super greedy with this Rolling Thunder. If it gets countered, then I'll be I'll be way behind. Alright, Wall of Resurgence. So we do get to kill multiple things here. We'll have 7 damage on this Rolling Thunder. So I'd probably want to kill the land. Yeah, I'll just block here. I probably want to kill the land and the Channeler. So let's just count to make sure. That's 7, kill land, kill Channeler, and attack for a bunch. Or I could be even more greedy. No, I'm not going to be any more greedy than that. That is greedy enough. Yeah, okay. Tap 9. I'm not too afraid of all these walls. No reason to attack into that. Yeah, the island was strictly better than something like Cultivator Drone. Well, not strictly, I mean this does tap for colorless, which could be relevant if our opponent has things like Blinding Drones. Okay, Grip of the Royal, that's not a bad one. I might just shoot that off right now and then play a cheaper free runner, leaving up colorless to get the Pathfinder through. I could have tapped 2 blue and 1 red, that might have been better. In case we draw something red. Okay, did not. Cancel. Yeah, no, we still have 4 to pay for a counterspell. Alright. So is it worth trying to get 5 damage in this turn, or is it worth tapping a creature for next turn? I'd actually like tapping the creature for next turn, so it's not really worth attacking here. Because that means our free runner might get a better shot at a good attack. Scry. Ooh, Warping Whale. That's annoying. Yeah, there was nothing to do in response to that. Tapping an opponent's creature didn't do anything. Well, we still have this Pathfinder out, so we can start getting in. Just attack with this guy. The free runner does nothing, the 2 walls just block it. It might be worth considering just attacking with both, because then our opponent has to double block with the free runner, but we get less damage in that way. Uh-oh, something big. Something bigger than what we have, I'm sure. Deceiver of Form, yeah, 8/8 is, fits the bill. Alright, so Island, probably, let's see where that's put. You can put it on the bottom, so put a card on top. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Opponent has something for 8 mana they'd like to do. Slip through space. I do like that. Hopefully we draw a dragon or something. Oh, this is great. Roiling Waters, so we get... Yeah, we get a ton of damage in this turn. We can put back the Fortified Rampart and the Deceiver of Form and attack for 8. And that means opponent can't play both of those. Yeah, that's going to be good. Do we play land this turn? I don't know. It doesn't matter too much. I'll just play that, make a stop on our upkeep. Don't worry about our opponents anymore. Attack for a solid 8 here. God, that was a good sequence. So we'll scry on our upkeep. Yeah, I'd be ecstatic to win this game after the misplay earlier of not tapping down Cultivator Drone in the upkeep. When our opponent was mana screwed, they cast Seer's Lantern when they shouldn't have been able to. As it is, our opponent needs to figure out whether they're going to not cast Deceiver of Form 4, 5, 6, 7, because if they do, they're dead. They'll probably cast a wall and something else they still have in hand. And then they still are in trouble because we can make 3 things unable to block this. Yeah, okay. Probably wouldn't. I would still scry instead, but it just depends. If we win on board with 3 things unable to block it, then that's the clear play. Oh, that was a tough one. Well, I wonder if they're just playing a land-light deck. Or what? Coralhelm Guide? Oh, tough one. Rush of Ice might be good. It might still be better than something like Cinder Hellion. I'm just going to run it back like this. Another one that's not great, but it has a lot of late game power. On turn 6, if we can go Dragon Master Outcast into Tyrant, that would be ideal. I will keep it. We are ahead 1 game. And we do have a Reality Hemorrhage. And we're drawing lands is great here. Can't complain about that. Alright, Umara and Tangler. Yeah. So clearly this thing is coming in. I probably just want to shut it down. Yeah. Something better comes out, of course, but something we can't kill, so not too worried about that. Again, saving up for an epic turn 6. Kozilek's Channeler, already. Come on, blue would have been good there. Now we're taking a ton of damage. And this creature is going to be huge. Deep Fathom Skulker, opponent draws a card. Ooh, opponent's deck is good. Tightening Coils does nothing. And we have nothing to play. On the draw with this hand, we should have been able to make something work, but we really needed land. We'll have to look at how many islands we actually have in the deck. I guess it's only 7, huh? It's 7 plus a Skyline Cascade. And the Crumbling Vestige. So it should be enough to get things moving. Yeah, pretty dead. Alright, well that was a quick game. Could have ended up a lot better than that. Now, we did see some more things. not sure I saw enough to make me want to change too much. Let's take a look at our lands, though. So we have pretty even red and blue. And if we look at the color, I mean, we have pretty even red and blue here as well. So I like our mana distribution. I just wanted to check it after that game. We'll be on the play. Zada's Commando doesn't seem like it's perfect. Rush of Ice might be what we want, though. And we can cut something like Umara Entangler. Although I kind of like Umara Entangler and Cinder Hellion. Maybe it's just going to be better than Cinder Hellion. Yeah, I'll make that change. Cinder Hellion does not help Rush Tyrant of Valakut out, and Rush of Ice does. We'll be on the play here. And now we have our blue, but not our red, but that's okay. I'd rather have blue in this hand. Alright, we both keep 7. Alright, any land, and we're in good enough shape to play Seer's Lantern. And if we keep bricking on land, then that's just annoying since we have so many land in the deck. Alright, well, don't kill our Blinding Drone, please. Good. Maybe we can negate a 3-drop here. Nope, no such luck. Alright, but we find our own. And we can do our upkeep trick again. And try not to miss it this time. No attacks. Take that guy down so we don't have a 5-drop this turn. So what does our next turn look like? If we draw a land, we can play Valakut Invoker, hold up Negate, Seer's Lantern. And yeah. We don't have to hold up Negate, we can just tap down Cultivator Drone in the upkeep again. I don't think Negate's going to do much. Cultivator Drone, yeah. This might not do much either, but it does keep our opponent off of 7 mana for Deceiver of Form. And it's way too early for us to be dealing with an 8/8. We can't even use Rolling Waters on it. Opponent attacks with Umara. They've got 4 cards in hand. They probably have some kind of spell. I'll bite. Maybe they needed a creature to die or something. Okay, Ancient Crab. Yeah, that looked pretty fishy, but what was the worst that could have happened, right? Tightening Coils is a nice one here. Rush of Ice might be good too. I've only got 5 mana, so we're having some mana issues. Yeah, this seems fine. And I guess we can start scrying land to the top. Alternatively, we could keep tapping down this Cultivator Drone. And I kind of like that. I don't really mind drawing anything. 4, 5, 6, so opponent is on 7 mana. That's kind of scary. No Deceiver of Form, that's a good sign. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much what we draw, so scrying isn't as important now. If we had enough lands, that's when we want to start scrying. Yep, just keep holding down the fort here. Alright, we can also look what they do. They scry something to the bottom. We can keep this guy tapped. No shortage of land on the other side. And 8-drop, Breaker of Armies. So that's what we were holding back by tapping the Cultivator Drone. Now we don't have to worry too much about it. 7, we can play Roiling Waters and get rid of the drone and the breaker and draw a couple. Is that better? Yeah, I like that. I'll get rid of the... This slows our opponent down. Let's just keep hitting land drops. And we could also attack in here, but the opponent just blocks both, so... Not super appealing. So what to do? Develop the board again or get down Breaker of Armies? Now, we don't have any pressure, so they're they're kind of able to do what they want. Yeah, Breaker of Armies comes in. Skyline Cascade can keep that tapped for a bunch of turns. We do have a Devastator, which does trade with the armies. It doesn't seem great, though. I'd rather just tap this down in upkeep and play something else this turn. So we have, yeah, play this, add something black, yeah, blue. So what to do this turn? We could Rush of Ice the Breaker. Then we're actually attacking in for, well, still not much. Or we could cast Kozilek's Pathfinder. And that means we are not doing much more than we originally were. Yeah, I like that. Let's get a 5/5 into play. And hopefully our lack of holding up negate doesn't punish us too badly. Well, we do have 8 mana now, so that means that means Eldrazi Devastator, and it means Valakut Invoker activations. We also have this thing, so Skyline Cascade is pretty good. It lets us keep Breaker tapped. Opponent chose not to play their 3-drop, and I wonder why that is. That makes me a little suspicious. But what can we do? We can actually Rush of Ice the Crab, cast Tyrant of Valakut, kill the Dwar Isle Avenger, and hold up negate. Is that worth it? Probably, because it looks like our opponent wants to do something about this Pathfinder. So if we negate that, and then in our second main phase play Tyrant of Valakut, that looks like the best value. So let's do that. Let's just attack with the Pathfinder, and they use Sweep Away or some other kind of nonsense. We negate that. Okay. Or we just take down Dwar Isle. That's pretty safe from our opponent. They knew we had 8 mana to deal with it anyway. So, brings us back to our original question of what the heck to do. And maybe nothing. Maybe I'll just pass the turn here. Opponent has so much mana up that it's not wise to tap out. Yeah, I don't need to tap anything down this turn. Oh, we're behind in time. We spent a lot of time thinking about all these different things. So what can we do? Let's begin by scrying. Don't need mountain. Can also tap that guy. Opponent is still keeping all of the mana up, so all of the mana is up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't have quite enough to run out Eldrazi Devastator. Tyrant of Valakut also doesn't do much. Opponent's just hoping to get this Breaker of Armies to stick. So the best way to hold that back is maybe to cast Rush of Ice with Awaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can't also use Tyrant of Valakut. What a tough one. Maybe I just hold back again. I mean, we're winning on board. Just attack with the Pathfinder and the Invoker. Keep Breaker tapped. You know what might happen? Maybe our opponent has an answer to Blinding Drone, and they want to get in for 10. Well, that's a chance I'll have to take here. So something's happening. Scrying, that's fine. Yeah, this is a weird game. I like games like this where there's so many decisions that it's unlikely you're playing perfectly, but you have to kind of play as best as you can. Play as well as you can. Fun matchup, though. Interesting games. So they have something. They have something in their hand, and they're just thinking, what am I going to do with it? Yeah, so they did have an answer to the Blinding Drone. And if we negate that, what does that do? That means we can tap down Breaker of Armies once again. I think I negate this. I just don't... Well... this is tough. Next turn I can Rush of Ice anyway. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. I'm just going to let this happen. Yeah. This is scary, but it's not like Double Strike or anything is going to kill us this turn. Alright, we have to block with everything we have. End step. Now the winning line here, if our opponent did absolutely nothing, would be to do 3 damage directly to them. Oh, wow. But I think we can win this anyway. We need 1 mana, or 2 colorless to make this unblockable to both creatures. No, we just tap down 1, so make it unblockable to 1 creature, slip through space. That's 7 damage. 10 damage with the Invoker activation. Yeah, just let this thing resolve. And... oh, Shadow Glider, so this is 1 too many creatures. It might still work. It might still work. Yeah, let's get greedy. Just the most greedy, and we can win this next turn. Alright, so what was the play? Slip through space the Invoker, first thing. So that is now unblockable. We've got a land to play. We can Rush of Ice. Too bad we don't have haste for the Tyrant. How much land are we dealing with? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 9 land. We can't Awaken Rush of Ice and Tyrant of Valakut, but it might still be enough to... no, not cast with Awaken, just cast this. Might still be enough here. I just hope we can hold Negate up. we hold negate up. God, this is tough. We will be playing the dragon out, so... Our opponent would have to counter that. Yeah, I'm going to play the dragon first, I think. Because if this gets countered, we have to know about it, and we have to be able to negate it. Alright, is this good enough? Playing dangerously. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another sweep away makes us lose here. Alright, target creature can't block. I wish we had one more thing, you know? Oh, Searing Light. So opponent goes to 1. And we die to anything that makes this unblockable. Ah, we just needed one more land. Yeah, I got greedy that turn. We could have tried to win in 2 turns, and then we don't have Breaker of Armies attacking us because we Rush of Ice the Breaker of Armies. It's possible to still win here, but we have to lose our Tyrant for not much value. Goodness. Yeah, I feel bad about the way we played that. I mean, it was unlikely they had much. I mean, they already used a sweep away. I guess we did see Searing Light game 1. But that was not the most conservative way to play that turn. I could have tried yeah. Alright, so everything's coming in. So am I dead? I take 3. Opponent has an answer to Pathfinder? Whoa, Planar Outburst. Too bad this doesn't hit players. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. I can't believe that just happened. That makes me feel better about about this game, for sure. Alright. Whoops, let's not tap blue. Let's not make any more mistakes that we can avoid. This guy, and I believe he's only beaten by a non-creature spell. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Unless our opponent really does have Ulamog. Land Ulamog. That would be the actual worst. Yeah. Or Desolation Twin is pretty good too here. Now we can start stopping on our upkeep for the Lantern. We have plenty of extra land. Alright. Opponent puts card on the bottom, so it must have been a good one that just wasn't quite good enough. They need a card 6 mana or less that wins, so they put a card on top. And unfortunately, if they pass to our turn, we'll just know we win. Because we can counter anything that they do instantly. What is this? Royal Spout. That's a pretty good one, but we will negate it and win this game. Yeah, alright. We even drew the Dragon Master Outcast. These games were nuts. This deck was really fun to play, and thank you for watching. Catch you guys later. Alright, let's see the raw form of this deck real quick. Nice. Alright, see you.